That
you
is
know.
quite a bit of damage.
And now you know.
Alright,
The
I am clearly meant
more
to fight this boss
you
because it is taking a
know.
shitload of damage from my
Is it
wooden
a boss?
stick. Yes! Flux Construct 1.
Have you merged your stick with a rock yet?
No, that is not an option available to me at this time.
Have you merged your stick with a
Follow.
stick yet?
Oh, son of a... Yeah, you need to go get the skills that let you merge rocks with sticks.
Rock with stick is great. It
It
become
fucking
hammer.
is. If you merge two sticks
Hey,
together,
fuck off!
you get a wooden stick. That is what it's called in the menu, a wooden stick.
Oh, I have bomb flowers.
Anyway, so gentlemen, it is Fanfiction, a Contempt Theater 9000 Night of Hell.
I can't believe that worked. Actually, I can believe that worked.
I mean, why wouldn't it work?
This is Zelda.
Also, hello.
Yes, indeed. Hello. Games. Zelda!
What's this fucking chat shit that's on the side? What the fuck?
What do you mean chat shit that's on the side?
What the fuck? There's a fucking, like, thread on the right side.
The fuck are you smoking, nose hair?
What the hell are you talking about?
The fuck?
Oh, shit!
There's a private channel, apparently, that when you join streaming, you can see it.
What?
What?
Huh?
Nose, what in God's name are you smoking, and can I fucking get some?
In Discord or in the other thing?
In Discord.
Are you retarded?
The fuck?
Bro, that has been there for 2 years.
I literally haven't ever seen it. It's literally just popped
2 years.
up. It literally just popped up.
What are you talking about, Nose?
When you join a voice chat, it gives so you know how everyone and their mother on Discord would make a text channel for the voice chat?
Yeah?
Voice channels now come with a text chat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know they did that.
I
'cause
closed that
usually
immediately because it's
Yeah.
fucking annoying.
Yeah.
I usually don't have to deal with that because I just do join voice. I clicked on the fucking channel this time. I was like, oh, that's... Never seen that before.
Alright, so Nose is just hallucinating nonsense.
I joined and I immediately hear Sneaky asking Nose if he's retarded.
That's just a normal, like,
That's
everyday
most common statement you'll hear upon joining a voice chat with me.
Yeah. Yeah, it's when other people join me, I have to ask if Sneaky's retarded instead.
No. Never.
I mean, yes. Literally, yes.
Alright, well, while Nose is off in his own delusions, let's continue.
Fuck you.
Courage,
is not
wisdom,
delusional.
strength. Follow Everett,
I know I'm
my
not delusional, but he's just
OC,
gonna
who is
continue
a
like I am.
victim of cancer, as he wakes up in a new world with advantage he didn't have before. He not
Is it
cancer.
massive knockers?
I was
Excuse
gonna
me?
say not cancer, but yeah, you know, having boobs, I guess, is also.
Do I need to get the anti-Slenish stick? Do you need to stop?
He finds
No, I
his
need to
place
continue.
in this world
Please.
as it's in desperate need of help.
Hang
and
on,
he's
hang
up
on.
to the challenge.
No, hang on. Sneaky.
Yeah.
I've got the real advantage for
Yeah.
him. I just acquired this in Legend of Zelda.
Yeah.
It's a thick stick.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
We
it's
shall
a true
abuse them
advantage.
with it.
It's large, it's hefty, it does a lot of damage, and plus, you can just walk around without and nobody says a word.
Put a rock on the end
Is
of
it too
it.
heavy to even be called a stick? It's like a log.
Can you attach 2 rocks to it?
I
Only one
can,
rock.
in fact, let's see. Can I attach 2 rocks to the base of
Only
this
one rock.
as a counterbalance, of course, to increase its properties?
Indeed.
Of course. I'm still waiting for my Switch to fucking charge up.
I will find you. Set in the aftermath of Butwo, Link finds himself struggling in the new world. Then, ambushed by goblins, things go wrong and Zelda is kidnapped.
Oh, is it one of these stories? One of these nights. That's what we're doing today.
I mean, it's 8,000 words and it's a one shot, so let's see. Let's see,
Look,
gentlemen.
also, I want to take a second to complain about the
Yeah.
first opening 5 seconds.
Yeah.
They're in the fucking spooky ass evil cave. And Zelda's like, let's continue exploring the spooky ass evil cave when you can see something that is clearly an emaciated mummy with a green glowing hand on it. And Zelda's first thought is, I want to examine that. And you can't, as
Yeah.
Link, the royal protector, say, honey, that's fucking stupid. Let's go home.
Yeah.
Women failing survival challenge. Impossible.
By the way, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and say something that may be regarded as a spicy take, but it'll be better than reading these shit fan fictions.
Yeah.
It's time for Link to fucking talk.
No.
Yes! Zelda's
No.
carrying on entire conversations talking about all these amazing discoveries, and Link's standing there like a mute fucking retard.
I get it. I do.
And then she hurtles herself into danger, and we once again stand there as a mute fucking retard. The land is falling apart around them, and Zelda, the woman that he presumably loves and is at minimum charged with taking care of, is falling into a giant pit. Oh,
Well, yeah, okay.
I mean, what kind of fucking voice do you think he would have? Anyway, it's not like we can
That's
give
the
him.
problem.
just give him a normal fucking dude's voice. Like,
Just find a twink.
no, don't listen to Sneaky. Like, you just get you get the most average, bland, normal sounding guy you can, who's capable of a little bit of emoting, and you put it in. Like, because here's the problem.
Chris Pratt.
Zelda didn't used to shut your goddamn poor mouth. Zelda didn't used to speak, and people were like, "Oh, you can't have Zelda speak. What would Zelda sound like?" We now know what Zelda sounds like. Whoever the fuck they cast. First, it was just a normal person. Then it became another normal person. Then it became some British chick that I want to stab in the eye.
I mean, it's not like we can get Steve Downs to voice Link now. That's not gonna work.
But my point is, just
Versus-
cast someone. It's past time for Link to have an active voice because you are now telling far more complex stories. I'm not saying he needs to talk all the time.
Man does have a point. They are trying to go for the more complex stories these days, and the mute protagonist only goes so far.
Like, and you now have, right? Because, and now it's even weirder because Zelda talks, Ganondorf talks, other NPCs talk. Link remains a mute.
I always pretend he was injured when they put him in, and his voice didn't heal.
Anyway, my point is that they did this with Halo. Fucking Chief in 1, he was basically quiet, wasn't he?
No, Chief
No,
he
he
spoke
spoke
a
in the
lot in
cutscene.
one.
Spoken lines.
Chief spoke a lot in cutscenes.
But that's my point. Chief spoke in some cutscenes.
In the cutscenes,
and
okay, yeah, fair enough.
occasionally in mission dialogue when Cortana was speaking to him directly. But it still wasn't that common. But you can have a mostly silent protagonist.
Yeah.
But when it makes sense for them to not be silent.
I would very much like for our protagonist to become mostly silent again, because I'm just so fucking sick of the fucking Marvel tier quippy protagonist who's running around attacking shit, and every single time they attack or a guy dies or they cast a spell, they have some sort of fucking shit ass pun or quip to make. It's so fucking tiring.
I mean, it's not great.
But so say like Master Chief, he has the few moments that he does speak are all really good moments.
Now I'm thinking of a timeline where we have Zelda that sounds like Cortana.
Don't. My penis is gonna only get so erect.
Link, where are you going? I'm finishing the fight.
Finishing the fight.
Ma'am, I'm finishing the fight. Halo music plays.
What are you doing? Pulls out nuclear bomb. Finishing the covenant.
Thought I'd give Ganondorf back his bomb.
What are you doing? I'm gonna give Ganondorf back his bomb.
Hey, I'm on board for that.
Well, Hylian, he flew pretty good.
For Brick, he flew pretty good.
Keep saying regret. Why? Dear Hylian, We sincerely regret being a bunch of stupid
No,
goblins.
listen.
I'm
I
not
think
gonna
a far
ruin it
better.
by saying it
You
more.
shouldn't finish that. I think a far better
I fucked
version
up
of
already.
that would be for Azora. He flew pretty good.
Jesus Christ.
That's
Yeah,
pretty
okay.
good. Or for a Goron. For a Goron, he flew pretty good.
You know what? You're right.
So the fucking bird is now Sergeant Johnson.
Hey, that would be a way more likable version of the bird.
Yes,
That's
it would.
fair, yeah.
He knows what the ladies like.
I would unironically be fine if the bird just stole all of Johnson's lines.
That would be great.
Still though, like, come on. That is
The best
not.
firefight voice was Johnson, by the way. Don't fucking talk to me.
Oh, absolutely. Anyway, so as I was saying, like honestly, Breath of the Wild, not Breath of the Wild, Lost Kingdom, or what the fuck is this shit called now?
Tears of the Kingdom.
Tears of the Kingdom. Tears of the Kingdom is a perfect opportunity to have a mission where you quite literally just pilot a bomb that is falling, and you just drop it on something. I don't know, to open a cave, to unblock some sort of Ganon shit. I don't know. I just think airdropping a bomb would be hilarious, and you already have the ability to do so, basically, in the game already. Nintendo, you failed. 0 out of 10. I couldn't air bomb someone.
I couldn't carpet bomb Ganondorf. 0 out of 10.
I couldn't ride. I couldn't make a fucking mobile bomb on wheels, attach a glider to it, and sail it straight into the boss room of Ganon's face. 0 out of 10.
If you want to make it more like Halo, you also have to get the one-shots in there. Everyone just gets fucking one-shot by like one projectile for some reason.
I mean, hey, arrow to the head is an arrow to the head.
Oh, what's that speeding towards me? Oh, it's a fuel rod. Oh, I'm dead. And then sometimes you don't even see it.
Yes, you see, Link has created, using ancient magic, ancient technology with a fucking Sheikah slates or whatever, he's created a tree-based railgun. It just fires trees at people.
At least it's not the peasant railgun. Alright, so I've defeated this boss. What is my reward game?
Nothing.
Some kind of death roller?
Okay. Set in the aftermath, horribly wrong. Okay, so Link exhaled a deep sigh, as opposed to inhaling one. Sitting at the edge of Tanger Canyon, he stared into the deep chasm below. The sheer cliffs of Hamar's descent were imposing and silent, but shared with him a little warmth as the heat of the afternoon sun bounced from them onto his back. For a time, he simply sat there, letting the updrafts and quiet of surroundings wash over him. The day had passed slowly, his only mission to make sure no monsters still lurked in the camps towards the edge of Hyrule. With no blood moon to rekindle their malice, the number of Bobokins and Moblins had dwindled in the recent weeks. Yet it was a task that Zelda had given him, a reminder that the peace they had won was still fragile, and that there was much work to be done. Wait. How is that a reminder? I mean, much work to be done, I can understand, but how is goblin extermination a reminder that their peace is fragile?
Because the peace was ever an option when it comes to goblins.
Never.
Behead goblins immediately. Kill them all.
All goblins must die.
Curb stomp goblins, blender the goblin babies, punt the goblin into the sun.
Throw a goblin baby off a roof.
Staple the goblin to a tree.
Okay, they're just being silly with the fusion power.
Yeah.
I really want to get this fusion power.
I just stuck a minecart on the end of a stick.
I see.
Very balanced. I see nothing wrong with this.
So that's what I'm supposed. So I'm definitely in the wrong spot, and I'm definitely not supposed to have fought this boss yet, because the item that I picked up requires you to use your funky little hand powers to stick it on something. Which, by the way, I was right. It's absolutely just a death roller. It just gives whatever you stick it to a giant damage boost. This is the orkiest fucking thing in existence. I love this.
Nice.
As you should.
Blah blah blah. Okay, so actually decent grammar mostly. Sitting here on the edge of the world, full of calamity, new hope, blah blah blah.
Link is full of calamity.
Yes, indeed.
No.
His tongue pressed against the back of his teeth as the most cursed NTR.
So Link's tongue was pressed against the back of the teeth as
Yep.
Ganondorf's strange miasma flowed over him and onto his arm.
Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up.
Silence.
Well, I'm just saying, Ganondorf, the mummified husk of Ganondorf let out some very strange ooze, and it went all over Link's arm.
I hate you.
Indeed. There was celebration, blah blah blah. Some people were alive. He was sad and confused, guilty, sense of isolation and estrangement. Wrapped the claws around his blah blah blah. He was the sword. He felt it, worthy blade. Battles won. Yeah. So Canyon. He was gonna go talk to Zelda. Whirlpool of emotions, Mimfa, blah blah blah. Who was supposed to marry? A faded memory who would never go back to, never know, troubled him deeply, how damaged he was. Okay. This is 10 chapters of this. A hero falls, blood rains on the vengeance suite, death moves upon swift wings, a broken body and a shattered soul, I will find you. What the fuck? What the I don't even know what's going on. Okay, so this dude published 10 chapters in a one-shot. It's a one-shot because they posted all 10 chapters at the same time. And then completed the story. It's 8,000 words long. I'm not really sure, I think his horse dies. I think he's like ripping off The Witcher.
The TV show?
Yes.
Shut up.
I hated that bullshit.
How could you hate such an amazing work?
Not your goddamn.
The fucking horse scene. He had to go back and tell the director, "Hey, look, Geralt would actually react to this. He would be really, really hurt by it. You can't just go, oopsie, the horse died, tee-hee, and laugh about it, you dumb broad."
I too enjoy soup cans.
Like, Geralt actually gets really upset when Roach dies.
Oh, I know.
We know.
Shaped by the wild. Link has to survive in the wilderness. How will the harsh elements and isolation change the Royal Knight as his quest progresses? This is a novelization of Breath of the Wild, started 8 hours ago.
What?
But
How will it change him? Bruh, have you seen the shit he goes through? And the shit he's willing to cook?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go through PTSD real quick.
we're about to be breaking Hyrule.
I just found a fucking dispenser.
Oh yeah.
What
You found the
the
gotcha. You found the gotcha box.
Yeah, you need those.
Okay. Let's see what we got here. We got a Hero of the Zonai. A brutal war between the Zonai and Sheikah people send ripples through the kingdom. In the midst of violence, a young Zonai warrior discovers a mysterious ancestor who urges him to see beyond the plight of his people, for peace is elusive and Hyrule's greatest threat has yet to emerge. T for violence. Link times Zelda. Impa is there, and so is Ganondorf.
There. Not part of the plot, but they are there.
They are there.
Yeah, that's not weird.
This story will follow the hero and princess from 10,000 years before Breath of the Wild. It relies heavily on ideas I've come up with about the Zonai tribe, various alterations of lore, and hypothetical tweaks.
Alterations of lore? Motherfucker, the game has been out for 6 hours.
No, this is Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, he
Yep.
just bullshit a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah,
but
he's about to
the-
bullshit
I
a whole
don't-
bunch of
I
shit.
don't think the Zonai were introduced until Tears. So
Yeah.
it's part of the problem.
Oh, that's even better. This
Actually,
story
what-
is based heavily on the idea that the Zonai were descendants of the hero of Twilight and the people of Ordon, who lived in the Feon woods and had significantly different customs from the people of Hyrule, such as a lifestyle focusing on ranching. In this idea, the Zonai have Hyrulean and human bloodlines. I understand that this doesn't match Tears of Kingdom lore. Please understand that we knew nothing about it until the final trailer. Admittedly, he did publish this story back in September 11th, 2022. The teleporting bird is a Zonai.
Technically,
And
it's the same way Koroks are actually Kokiri now.
okay.
You remember the Kokiri evolved into the Koroks,
Yeah,
theoretically.
I'm aware.
It's the same fucking thing.
Alright, so the bird people became not birds?
Yes.
Bird people shrank.
Yeah, but the author is saying that the Zonai are human.
Oh, the author's just fucking retarded. I'm telling you what the actual Zelda lore is.
Yeah, I'm telling you what he says his headcanon is.
Yeah, his headcanon's retarded.
Yes, probably. I have
This is
concept art as well as a map of 10,000 years before Breath of the Wild from Tumblr. I also have a lot of notes on the way I've designed their entire culture and linguistics. And my husband have come up with various other cultures and of Hyrule and other details for the story. And I'm working on the final chapters of the story now. Hopefully I'll have it all done by either Friday or Saturday, at which point I will post everything on Archive of Our Own for those that you like to binge read. For those who like to read on a daily schedule, I will post one chapter a day on fanfiction.net so you can all pace yourselves. I know this is a very long story, and it's tough to read it all in one go. Okay.
So I'm going to post it to one side in its entirety, and to the other side, I'm going to do one a day. Well, fucking why? That doesn't make sense. If somebody wants to pace themselves, let them pace themselves at their own pace.
No, I think they're doing one a day here on fanfiction.net because numbers don't mean anything on Archive. But on fanfiction.net, the theoretical idea is earning a large fan base by posting pretty regularly.
Yeah, I get the number exploitation, but it's still fucking dumb.
Oh, it's absolutely still dumb, and it didn't work for them at all, being that they are sitting at 53 chapters, 322,000 words, and 43 favorites. And they've been updating for the past year.
Oh, wow, that's rough.
Yeah.
Oof.
So, you know. Wolf, 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 wolf. Yeah, there's this dude that just keeps talking about wolves in every single
Oh, so it's a space wolf player.
No, he's a furry.
Those are the same thing.
It's just the same thing.
But I mean, anyway, so you know, it's a married couple, so the grammar's actually not garbage, and they're actually capable of writing. And aside from the fact that they've just completely ignored all Zelda lore to write their story, it's probably a good story. But I'm not going to read it. Far more interested in this one. King of the Wild. There was a prophecy. A king shall arrive from the lands beyond time, and he will devour... No, I'm just kidding. His shall be the power of the goddess. His ancestor shall be his servant. He shall raise earth to heavens, and they will call him Ganondorf. Centuries later, Gerudo is born. The story of his childhood, education, love, and conquest. That's right. That's right, everyone. This is a Breath of the Wild story from the perspective of Ganondorf. And you know what makes it even dumber? This story is already complete on AO3, so I suggest you go read it there. I'll post one chapter a week here, though. Most of the chapters I'll be posting will only be 1,000 words long. And this is why you don't write 1,000-word chapters. So starting here, so we have 1/5 of the chapter is an author's note. 1/10 of the chapter is the opening quotation line. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 paragraphs, and then the chapter's over. When the guy from last time says, "What is wrong with you if you have more than one partner?" Yes. Yes. Incoming call, base department. Yes. Ironwood. Yes. Let's see here. Legend of Zelda: A Hero's Embarrassing End. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
That doesn't sound like it's going.
I have a sneaking suspicion of where this is going, and I would prefer
Poor
that we never
Link
find out.
gets stuck after an exhibition between him and Zelda goes south. Zelda enlists help, but things take a turn when the compromising position Link is now trapped in has everyone acting differently. I would help you, Zelda, but the clap of Link's ass cheeks are just...
Either that or it's I don't know. There's some weird noises coming from the prison where Ganondorf has him. I don't want to go in there.
Oh no, it's that fucking it's the guy strolling down the street meme.
No. No.
Yes.
Shut the
The mission to help Link quickly turns to him being at the mercy of the ones who were supposed to help him. You must be 18 to read this! Link times Zelda in Papaya.
Okay, that's better.
They do cock and ball torture to Link.
Ah. Okay, game.
To change the world. The story of a princess who wants to be queen, a prince who is destined to be king, a young man who might be a hero. Please, Link being a hero is more certain than Ganondorf ever ruling.
I mean, Ganondorf technically did rule for like 7 years.
And things went to shit.
I mean, yes. He did technically rule. It just wasn't a very good rule.
This story seeks to tie together elements from every single Legend of Zelda game into the most cohesive epic fantasy novel ever.
They're not cohesive. They're very explicitly not cohesive.
56 chapters, 490,000 words, 34 favorites. Damn. Damn. Legend of Zelda: The Heart That Seals. Ganon is sealed. We start the story 5 years after dealing with Ganon. Link and Zelda are now in their 20s. What is life like after the calamity is over? Or is it? How will they come together again to defeat evil? How will they approach the feelings they've developed for each other? Develop, she says. I think the most fictional part of this story is you claiming to be a Zelda fan. Yeah, it's just more generic shit, more generic shit, more generic shit. Oh, cool. All right, so we got a OPOC. She's a Kokiri, personally helped by Link. She's an albino. And they go on adventures together in The Legend of Zelda. My favorite part of Legend of Zelda is when John Zelda goes, "You kept me waiting." And then pulls out his Pokeball, and you have to fight him on Mount Moon.
Yeah, that definitely happened. It's a great fight.
Yeah.
It was, it was a bit odd. I'll be the first to admit, but
Yeah, I mean, I will
quite
say
good.
I was not ready for the twist at the end, where he sends you to the Shadow Realm to fight the Metal Gear.
Look, I know it's like a year old, but you really shouldn't be spoiling that kind of shit, man. They kept the entire Metal Gear stuff very under wraps. Spoiling it is not cool.
Bloodline! Link has a sister! Zelda lied about it! During the trip to the Zoro's domain, the truth behind Link's bloodline is revealed. This is a dramatic 2-chapter story where Zelda fucks Link.
Of course.
Hey! Get that fucking Fire Emblem face shit out of here. We don't need any incest.
Let's see here. Let's go with crossovers. What do the crossover section has to say? Why are there so many Naruto? Why is the second most popular crossover Pokemon?
Because.
Why are you
Followed by
confused by that?
Mario, Harry Potter, and Fire Emblem.
I'm
People know what they
surprised
like.
Fire Emblem isn't higher. Like, people like that like one of the first fan fictions I ever encountered was people putting either Marth in The Legend of Zelda or Link in Fire Emblem. And that was also when I learned that the internet is a bunch of goddamn freaks because it was having them have sex, but
Oh god, get the sex out of my Fire Emblem game. My Christian Fire Emblem game.
I would prefer that you not turn Marth into some kind of sad little twink.
Marth is going on a crusade for Jerusalem.
Unironically, yes.
In the name of God, we should go for him.
In the name of God, I'm going to kill every last dragon.
Anyway, I'm gonna go grab my spicy rum. I'll be back.
My fucking video capture device isn't working, so I'm trying to make this shit work with like the shitty monitor mic.
Alright, I finally was able to load a save far enough back that I am not, in fact, doomed. because I'm pretty sure I'd gotten into a place where the game did not want me to be, and I had no way to get back up.
I'm glad the auto block on still works.
Guess what? So,
What?
I went to go put some salt on my eggs today. So I grind my own salt because it's like twice as cheap, right?
How much salt did you put on yours?
Decent, half a spoonful. Anyway, it's also half pepper.
I see.
So I grind that in my mortar and pestle, right? I just leave it out because I'm like, what fucking bug is gonna go eat some salt and pepper, right? So I take my spoon out with my salt and pepper on it, and I look at this little bastard on the underside of my spoon. A spider, a sand spider, one of those burying spiders.
Please tell me he was nesting in your salt.
Was nesting in my salt.
You've been eating spider for months, Sneaky.
Oh no! He webbed up all his shit, and I just tossed him and his shit into the sink, and then.
Why would you get rid of the spider, bro?
A, it's shitting in my salt. B, it's in my salt.
That's
C,
you know what?
You have
Literally
no proof.
You violated the roommate agreement. It's fine.
Exactly.
Listen, if I could talk to spiders and make them do what I say, I would be like, all right, listen, you stay out from here. You stay out from here.
I don't even need them to do what I say. I just go, hey, look, I don't murder you. You stay out of this room. It's really quite simple.
Oh God.
Is Max getting attacked?
Max is on fire.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, okay. So it's okay. Glad to know that you're just playing normal Zelda then.
That is pretty normal.
All right.
It's horrifying.
Anyway, here we go. Up next, we got Legends of Zelda Naruto. Heroes of Legend. The world. I'm just gonna mute nose.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
Yeah, we can hear you, bro.
Heroes of Legend. The world of the three goddesses was struck by a force beyond the skies. This force brought chaos to the world in a form of different energy. Now, many ages later,
Shadow the Hedgehog?
Indeed, a new threat loom over world. It is up to Hero of Legend to stop it from spreading. Will they have the courage to vanquish this darkness, or will it consume everything in its path? Oh, I think it's going to consume everything in its path. What do you guys think?
Maybe
it's time for the darkness to have a win.
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah.
Listen, it's been a long time since we got what was it, Wind Waker? Let Ganondorf have a W. Man needs it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying, like, look. Don't use question marks in your story. Unless there's a genuine question here that you want to hook your readers in on. Like, did we use a question? I think we use a question in Scorched Earth Shattered Steel.
It's been a minute. Not actually sure.
Yes, yeah, we use a question. But this is a Dark Souls story. B, what we're doing is a little bit esoteric. So, yeah, the world ending is actually a viable end to a Dark Souls story. So, having this is our summary. The flame burns lower, and as time passes, the cracks in reality increase. It was inevitable a glitch would occur. Now, usurped from his time, can a hero from the golden age of the gods unite the remnants of Lordran under him? Subject to the warped world of the flickering flame, will he and his allies discover in time what brought the lands of the gods so low, and then save it? Question mark. And these are genuine questions that, actually need to be answered, because it might go either way. This is a Dark Souls story.
Yeah, or like if you're writing a story and you're purposefully going to make it dark, right? Like, what would happen if Link lost and a new hero arose? What happens if Marth dies, but he has a kid before he dies, so this new kid's got to go beat the Shadow Dragon? Then you can put question marks in. Otherwise, you're not asking questions, and nobody's surprised when when the good guy wins. You're just shit at writing a summary.
Needs 100% more Lena inverse. Thank you, Zeeks.
You know what? Let's write a story where Link gets sucked out of a portal and Zelda's new replacement is Lena inverse.
No,
Yes.
clearly the new replacement is Gardy?
Gardevoir?
No, the guy.
Yeah, I know.
How the fuck do you say his name?
I don't fucking know. I was just making a Gardevoir joke because of who's in here.
Who?
Or sorry, whoever listens to the stream normally. Not Horny Prime.
Solar doesn't listen to the stream normally.
I thought he did. What a bastard.
I do like this review. I am not understanding half of what I'm reading. The summary and the actual content have no connection to each other. Max, correct me if I'm wrong, but by the end of chapter 1...
Yes.
Let's see, blah, 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 here. Yeah, by the end of chapter 1, we've named Valkyrie.
Yeah, because we got tired of 5,000 words without saying a name.
Yes, but my point more is that this guy is over here being like, the summary has no relation to chapter 1 at all, despite...
It really should, bro.
Despite literally the entire summary is chapter 1. Well, not the entire summary, but like 90% of the summary is chapter 1. Literally, Havel somehow ends up in post-Age of Gods Lordran. Hero from the Golden Age of Gods somehow is now forward in time. That's literally half of our summary. I hate readers. I hate readers so fucking much sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes it be like that.
The constant attempts to create comedy or humor are lost on me and are annoying because they interrupt the flow of the story.
I mean, look, as someone who didn't write their story, their first couple cracks at humor weren't stellar, but I didn't think it was overbearing.
They were like normal banter level of humor. Like, we didn't go out of our way to be like, oh, silly thing, she does fucking 3 triple backflips. Oh,
yeah.
Oh. They're just like normal back and forth banter. Literally based off of some of the shit we were saying to each other.
Yep.
So I'm not really... Like, yeah, I guess you could find it not to be funny, but I'm not sure how it interrupts the flow of the story, because we literally wrote the story around that sort of shit.
Yeah, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, was it amazing? No. Was it, like, a problem?
It's like, that's like saying, like, oh man, I don't know about these stoplights. They're interrupting my ability to drive. It's like, yeah.
That may be the point.
Sort of the point. Hyrule's visitors. After the events of Inheritance, Ericon and Saphira are now in Hyrule. Okay. All the while, Ganon is gaining power in hopes to break free, but now Link is the only thing standing between him and the world, as per usual. Will Ganon beat down the duo and spread his rule across the known and unknown world? Not based on the Aragon movie.
Sorry, I have to interrupt for 1 second. Max, I didn't realize that Rauru was voiced by Dimitri. This is fantastic.
Oh, yeah, I thought that voice was super familiar. Sit there listening to him like, I know this voice, and I don't know from where.
Okay.
No, you don't understand, Sneaky. The current guiding helpful sage character also voiced a lunatic murder hobo.
Excellent.
I mean, murder hobo's a little much. It was a murder royal.
Matt? He was squatting in the ruins of a temple, killing every soldier that came by.
That was in one timeline. There's 3 others.
And in all 3 of those timelines, he is a murderer who is a hobo.
No, in 3 of those timelines, he's a murder royal.
No, I'm sorry. In 2 of the timelines, he's a hobo. In 1 of the timelines, he's a royal. Because in 2 of the timelines, he ditches his royal duties.
Tomato, tomato.
Anyway, I'm not really sure what they want to accomplish with it, but they are writing about 1,000 words per 1,000 words, or per 1 chapter, so it's probably shit. Let's see, Sign's too busy huffing the sweat that he purchased from a guaranteed e-girl.
Yes, it was
That
delicious.
is slanderous.
He just agreed to it.
I'm trying to help you, man.
A man's gotta find his little enjoys in life.
Speaking of which, did you guys hear about the big switcheroo in the VTube community? Where C does not fuck about?
Who?
So some indie VTuber in the C region, you know, everyone's favorite Dota region.
Southeast Asia,
They decided that they were going to quote unquote sell their old gaming chair to the lucky fan that wins it. And the Filipino that bought it went online to tell everyone the experience of huffing the smell of the chair.
Oh no.
And then everyone quickly later found out that this was not only not her chair, a female has never even sat in this chair. This was a chair by a fat, sweaty cousin of her boyfriend.
Woo!
And so what the guy was huffing was in fact ass crack and ball sweat.
Nice.
Yep.
That's false fucking advertising.
Oh yes, because she got like 22,000 USD for it.
Oh, you are about to get sued.
Yes, it's not going too well for her right now because the community is kind of punching back now at her.
let me deceive my entire fan base. Surely this can't backfire," said Wizards of the Coast.
I mean, she did other amazing things, like have sex with her boyfriend while she was on stream, pretending to be Chat's girlfriend.
How did they even find out it wasn't her fucking chair?
Oh, because her boyfriend's gay brother on Twitter was talking about it.
Mankind was a mistake.
They just claim he's fucking lying.
They could do that, except they panicked and admitted to all of it.
You dumb motherfuckers. You get what you deserve.
Oh, God.
By the way, one thing I do want to point out.
Yeah.
Link is really, really bad at his job because he used Breath of the Wild. We use all the power of these ancient shrines.
Sure.
Right? And the people dispensing it crumble away into dust.
Yes.
Never to dispense their power again.
Yep.
Presumably. Because they say things like, "At last, now I can rest," and etc., etc. You are worthy. The future will be safe in your hands. And in the first 10 seconds of the game, we get all of that removed. And we are now using yet another set of ancient legendary shrines to obtain the power to stop the boss. So he's now wasted 2 whole, cultures, magic shrines, which are meant to stop evil.
That is insanely unfair to what was happening in the beginning parts of the game. What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm just saying, he's now wasted an entire culture's worth of power meant to stop.
I'm sorry that his culture's power was basic bitch compared to the new threat. Holy shit.
Well, no, his culture's power was meant to stop the quote-unquote new threat, because the new threat is Ganon, who it was meant to stop in the first fucking place.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. No, I'm getting heavy vibes from that opening scene. The Ganondorf we killed in the first game
was not Ganondorf.
That was what remained of the power that wasn't sealed away.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think it was quite literally like whatever evil power didn't get sealed.
Yeah, and
I agree with Max.
Like the original, the chunk that got sealed, that was the stuff that we had to worry about. Because don't forget, Ganondorf, I don't think Ganondorf said a single fucking word in the first Breath of the Wild. It was just pure animal.
No, what you were fighting was Calamity Ganon, which was like a pig form Ganon, or
it was literally all of Ganondorf's malice that was leaking out.
Yeah, exactly.
It was supposed to be like, I'm done with reincarnation. I'm putting everything on this one gamble. Except that actually that wasn't all of Ganon.
Except that wasn't him.
He was called Calamity Ganon because, they figured that was the end of the reincarnation cycle for him. Oops. Surprise. He was sealed presumably 1,000 years prior.
Knock knock, bitch.
We may have missed some. This was a mistake.
But yeah. So here's my question. If we don't truly kill Ganondorf at the end of this one, what are they gonna do in like 1,000 years? Link's now used up Plan A and Plan B.
Somehow Ganondorf returned.
That makes some new thing.
I know. Yeah, I know. They'll just invent a new thing, but I'm like, it's starting to get a little ridiculous, and this is why it's good that we largely don't do sequels, because this.
Yeah, meanwhile, Tears of the Kingdom out here, I'm gonna be prequel and a sequel. Suck it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I'm a prequel and a sequel, and also a sequel to another game that was less popular and already existed. In addition to being, a direct sequel.
Anyway, Zelda, the Rotting Princess. That's right, she's got the Rotussi.
What?
What?
Is this an Elden Ring crossover?
This is an Elden Ring crossover.
Keep your Rotussi away from my Zelda.
Nope. After a glitch during a normal Elden Ring playthrough, brings
Fucking glitch.
brings
Really?
it's the return of the white square.
Wait, you mean that same white square that was an Elden Ring cross? What Elden Ring crossover was it? Was it Ruby?
That was Ruby, yes.
No, no.
Tiny black square. A glitch brings Melania and the inhabitants of the Hailing Tree to Hyrule Castle during the events of Twilight Princess?
Uh-oh.
Ganondorf uses the opportunity to see if he could turn this undefeated warrior to his cause. Melania turns to Ganondorf's cause. Everyone, oh no, what are we gonna do? The only thing they fear is you starts playing. A man, naked with nothing but a pot on his head, appears.
He has returned. He's a true hero with time.
The true hero.
Oh,
Heavy metal intensifies.
And thus, let me solo her gain the health bar.
Oh god. Did you hear he finished his Everything's Melania run?
Oh, he did.
Yep.
Good for him.
Melania. Why do I hear boss music? Yep. Anyway, let's see here. However, as he finds more about this stranger, he begins to question if she might prove to be more. Summary abruptly ended. Okay, so he doesn't continue the summary in the first chapter, he just abruptly ends the summary. 9 chapters, 20k words. He's been updating for the past year now. That's going nowhere. And it's a Melania times Ganondorf story.
Oh boy.
Yeah. And half of the reviews are him.
Oh dear.
oh no.
Also, profile picture is, I don't know, looks like Ukrainian flag.
So?
Cringe. We are all animals anyway. We all know the story. The hero fights evil, save Princess Kingdom, but what if hero decide do thing differently? What if he turn out into anti-hero? Author note English, my second language. There will be grammar mistake. I apologize in advance. This is not a retell of Ocarina of Time. A Legend of Zelda Marvel romance angst story.
No.
Wow. That's
Garbage.
Yeah. Yeah. Harrison Hyrule. A great evil of a forgotten world is awakening. Last Hylian soul is sent to hidden past of world to discover his heritage. The gods of new world will be blind when champions of old world return to save world of oldest of all evils and show them what true power is. Crossover of Percy Jackson, Legend of Zelda, Link times Harry Potter.
Excuse
me?
I just joined.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
There he goes.
The smartest man who's joined today. I should have just left.
Are we done? Yep. Are we away from the evil?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh god.
That's just fucking funny. It's just like
Alright,
Percy Jackson crossover. By the way, Link fucks Harry Potter. It's like, what?
Where did that come from?
Yeah, it's just like that's like a fucking dick coming 60 miles an hour at my face, and you're just kind of sitting there like, what the fuck?
Take notice that the author also placed it wrong as Zelda Harry Potter and not Zelda Multicross or something like that.
Well, yes, obviously, but you know, the author's already writing slash, so they're retarded.
True.
I mean, this is known.
Raven of the Whiplash.
Wow, so their author profile has that really cringe-ass copy-paste?
The bully one.
The bully one, but not even the funny bully copy-paste?
Of course not.
You know, where it's like, you know that girl you called fat? She's 500 pounds.
Starving herself.
You know that boy
ugly?
you called retarded? He's got 60 IQ.
He's in special ed. That guy you just made fun of for crying, his mother is dying in front of him. You laugh.
No, that man you just made fun of for crying, his mother just killed herself by jumping off a cliff.
Most unfortunate.
Because she had him. Yes. 20 ways to maintain a healthy level of insanity. Yes, of course.
I remember this fucking list back in 2010.
Yep. Cope. Oh, sorry, that's copy. Copy. I said cope the bunny, but yes. Copy the bunny to your presentation to help him achieve world domination. We have cookies and a shirtless Kurama-kun.
No.
Oh, thank God the ad is saving me. There's just an old man getting sprayed by a hose.
They have a YouTube channel.
Oh, fucking course.
They full-on link to it.
Oh,
it's
that,
real.
That's against FFN in terms of services.
It's a guy.
Link! Look at that little link.
Was it always a guy?
I was just assuming it was a girl, but it's a guy. It's male feminist.
Fucking soy boy. Probably has sticks like drumsticks.
Oh. Cave.
Arms full.
Oh, lava. No. I don't want to get face melted again.
Myself.
The shop. Oh, the shop. Like every RPG has a totally 100% out of stock. Sorry, no stuff for you. Screw you, Billy. Uppies.
Yeah, he's
It's bad.
I
can't tell because the ads are still saving me.
I mean, I'll give credit where it's due. He gets more views than us.
He had a birthday 5 days ago. A stream.
He gets 5 more views than us.
Well, really? I thought you got. Really? I thought your last one got 7.
Yeah, he got 12 on this one.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, it's Yep, he's got a YouTube channel. He's got 285 subscribers and 630 videos. Very impressive, sir.
Mm.
And the only story he's written is this gay ass shit.
Yep.
What'd you expect?
About that. Dragon Lord. As a master of death, time refused to touch Harry. So he decided to jump into the veil. But the veil was not a death portal. Instead, it was a portal to another world, and now he's the master of death in Westeros. I think I've read this story before, and it was garbage.
It's garbage.
Harry gets a dragon and some shit. He supposedly goes to become king, gets people following him, including Daenerys, which I'm pretty sure he screws, and then canon still happens.
Oh, of course, yeah, obviously.
War of the Kings, Red Wedding, everything just still happens.
Oh, obviously.
Why wouldn't it? It's not like
Which I'm annoyed at because I currently am trying to find good Game of Thrones or Song of Ice and Fire fanfics, and it's been very hard.
Good luck with that. I'm gonna be real.
That's not gonna happen.
How do people write worse than George R. R. Martin describing someone taking a shit?
It's quite easy. Should have known by now.
Star Wars, Harry Potter.
Elder Scrolls Game of Thrones. 5 years ago, Jon Snow disappeared. 5 years ago, Jon White Wolf appeared in Skyrim, where he learns of his destiny to be the Dragonborn.
It's an Jon Snow as the Dragonborn who comes back to Westeros and
Jon Snow fucks Serana.
Yeah, and he comes back and is protagonist. No one's a challenge. Just defeats everyone. Everyone falls over him. Gary Stu. I tried reading it.
Did you really?
Yes. I saw all the favorites and follows, and I was like, "Oh, can't be that bad."
Ha!
Well,
Yeah.
it was in fact that bad.
It was in fact
a bit
that
worse.
bad.
It was a bit worse. Oh, there's our old friend Harry Potter Squatter that went to shit. Fucking
Harry Squatter.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
Harry Scooter.
the boy who lifts.
Yeah, so Harry Potter Squatter. I don't know. Did we ever tell you about Harry Potter Squatter?
I was reading that
Not
for
you.
a while,
and Sign.
I've seen the memes on YouTube.
No. That's Harry Potter Squatter, as in the muscle Harry Potter. We're talking about Harry Potter, Squatter.
Who's homeless and sits in houses, and his mother is a god.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the fucking one for
Percy Jackson. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That seemed like it was good. That seemed like it was an okay time.
Honestly,
for about 10 chapters.
it was just a happy, fluffy story, and then it was like, no, we're serious now. We're gonna be an action story now. Now that we've waved everything away with our fluff.
Yeah, here's Marduk from the fucking Sumerian pantheon, who was once human, became a god, and is now teaching Harry how to change the world with his magic.
Yeah.
And Harry's mother is Tish, so he's always lucky.
When Harry met Wednesday, yeah, this was another story that honestly it started off as like all right, but then it just got weird.
It started getting weird when Harry and Wednesday mind broke Hermione and turned her into a sex slave.
Yeah. Yeah.
What story was this?
When
Harry met Wednesday,
mind broke her.
It's an Addams Family Harry Potter crossover.
And it started good, but then Harry and Wednesday take Hermione down into the Chamber of Secrets and mind break her because Harry's changed and Hermione didn't like that.
Yeah.
So they mind break her into a sex slave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes. We will be ignoring this.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, we got Avatar. Harry defeated Voldemort with the power he knew not, a power far more valuable than freedom.
Gen, but adult themes.
What? A power more valuable than freedom?
Power
So
of the
he
Chaos Emeralds?
So he became so strong that he had to be sealed away because.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But isn't saying there's anything more powerful than free will kind of heretical to Christianity?
Yes.
Kinda, yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Well, what about saying God is more powerful?
Yes,
than
but
free
God.
Will? He's the one who gave it to.
But yeah, I was saying, but God gave free will to humanity, which is kind of the whole like. If you're saying you're stronger than free will, that's like saying you're stronger than God.
Yeah. Wow, that says a lot about politicians in this day and age.
Yeah, right? Yeah, well, we all knew that.
Stonehenge profile picture? Who the fuck built a Stonehenge?
Scottish people.
Apparently. But they got... Why grab stones from Wales? That's the real question.
Because fuck you. Sealed away until he was needed next, the wizarding savior slept through the fall of his species, of magic and the world, and now he's awakened, the last avatar of a dead species, and a being whose purpose is so old only the bones of Earth remember. Adult themes.
Oh, so this is a Harry sleeps through for so long that the world restarts itself and humans don't have magic. That's what is going on.
Now, I will say, Dead Tired was a good story, though. Dead Tired was an actually good story.
Yeah. Oh, and look at that. Harry Voldemort slash right underneath it.
Of course. Now, Sign, are you aware of Dead Tired?
No, I've never heard of it.
So it's by everyone's favorite Canadian, Raven. He wrote
Canadians.
Yep. Yeah, as far as Canadians go, he's the best one.
I don't know. Trudeau did blackface. That's pretty based. No.
Oh, you non-Americans. But anyway, so Raven, who got famous for writing these really fluffy worm stories, decided
with some really dark markers that were really actually interesting.
Yeah, right. So he ended up writing at one point a D&D Wuxia story.
A D&D what?
Wuxia.
Wuxia, W-U-X-I-A. They're like fucking like cultivation.
Yeah, the cultivator. And the entire premise of the story was that one wizard one day in D&D was really good at the science. And he got so good at the science, he was like, well, the only thing left to science is the gods. And so he became a demi-lich and fought all the gods and started dissecting the gods for science. And so he dissects the gods, and he's like, all right, well, I dissected the gods, I'm bored now, I guess I'm just gonna go to sleep or something, and maybe things will be interesting again when I wake up. And he sleeps through multiple apocalypses and a complete collapse of the D&D magic system. And all that's left is cultivation now. And so that's what he wakes up into. And it was honestly a very amusing story because, yes, obviously the protagonist is OP as fucking shit because he's a max level wizard demi-lich. But it's amusing because he's just like, you know, a D&D demi-lich wandering around in a Wuxia world.
To be fair, Raven could have also just as easily written that he woke up in Trazen's fucking museum.
That would have been a good omake. Akalare Taylor was the shit. The fuck is Akalare Taylor?
Oh, that was one of Raven's stories. That wasn't the Head Patch ones. It was fuck, what one?
I liked Raven's Warhammer crossover. I want to go home.
Yeah, the one where isn't that the one where she becomes the captain of a ship of orcs and tyranids?
Yes, and the orcs also start getting smarter because she convinces them that beige is a perfectly normal, intelligent color.
Yeah, I see nothing wrong here.
Oh, Taylor is Salem's daughter. Yeah. Yeah, the one of the only stories he's ever completed that weren't his original creations. Yeah. Like, I think that's like honestly his only story of fan fiction wise that he's ever finished. Because he's finished Stray Cat Strut, which is cyberpunk ninja samurai female, dystopia world. And he also finished Cinnamon Bun Book 1 and Book 2.
Good, I see we've moved on to the shit-ass Harry Potter section.
No!
No, this is an author's favorite stories.
Yeah.
We're talking about Raven, though, right now. Raven Dagger.
Damn it.
Yeah.
You wished.
So anyway, Harry sticks his dick into Voldemort, thrusting again and again.
It's like a...
Listen, I knew that was bullshit. Because if you guys had actually been reading something that fucking trash, I'd have heard it a hot minute before I got back.
That's fair. Harry Potter and the Shadowed Light. After the final battle, Harry learns unsettling things about himself and those who he trusted. Forced to come to terms with these revelations, Harry decides that he's going to get even with everyone and embrace who he is. Harry Potter times Voldemort / Dark Harry, Master of Death Harry, manipulative Dumbledore.
Mm-hmm. And then we've got underneath that politically powerful Harry, who apparently hires assassins to kill Death Eaters.
Sporemageddon. Sporemageddon. I don't know a Sporemageddon. Is that from
Ravens, I believe.
Yeah, it's another. Oh wow, okay, how about that? That's another Raven story.
Oh, why survive the apocalypse when you can become it?
That, you know what? That's possibly the most based summary I have seen.
Yeah.
You know, I don't even need an advertisement. I want to read this story now.
Apparently, a mushroom-loving mycologist with
nature is dying, and but perhaps before the world is turned into an industrious machine, nature plays one last trump card. Summoned to a new world, a mushroom-loving mycologist needs to grow up, grow stronger, in order to accomplish the goal which brought them to this place: save nature from the system that the sentient races have created. Stats, levels, classes, and skills are all well and good, but when you're a child of poverty in the slums of the City 19, there's little you can do, not unless you're willing to think outside the box with mushrooms and explosions.
Wow.
I approve?
Yeah. To be fair, this is just poison ivy with mushrooms.
What the fuck? Yo, Raven, nice, dude!
50. Whoa, fuck.
Damn, man! Top 50 Royal Road stories.
Damn.
Wow. That is actually outstanding.
I mean, I feel like we should at least give it a look.
I mean, I absolutely will, but this is fan fiction, so I'm going to be reading this in my free time, not in,
Yep. Plus, did that just say 3 million words?
Oh, did it really?
Yeah, I was going to say, can we go ahead and
that's
link
just the
that?
author. That's just the author for writing over 3 million words in Royal Road. He got an award.
Yeah. It's only okay. It lost me by the end. It was well written, and I could read it well, and I enjoyed it, and it was technically good, well executed. I just didn't like it. Everything was great about it. I just hated it.
Fair enough.
All right. There is no book here. You will not find the book here. You can find it on Patreon, but not here. Why is it here? All right. I mean, you know what? That's fair enough. That's fair enough. If the majority of this book is on Patreon, I will say that that it's kind of cringe. But either way, we'll link it here.
Yonder. What did Wild Bow do now?
Said something unintentionally based again, probably.
Right.
As he usually does.
Apparently, Phoenix is saying.
Oh, he took it down to put it on Yonder? Oh, probably a publishing website.
Yeah, because apparently the website commissioned him to write it.
Wait, no, he took what down?
Apparently, some weird site commissioned him to put book 3 on Yonder exclusively.
Oh. So you're not talking about Wild Bow then?
No,
no, we're talking about Raven.
Okay.
Apparently, Wild Bow just got a call from the base department. For something.
He was abandoned at a young age. The world believed him dead. Death Eaters believed untouchable are dying. Who is this assassin? Will he join Dumbledore or take the war into his own hands? Not your typically OP political Harry Potter. Harry Potter and the Super Saiyan.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
Wrong. Boy Who Lived Harry Potter was actually named Goku Vegeta.
What the fuck did you just say to me?
Side by side with his friend Krillin and Trunks.
I hate you.
Yep. Harry has to go fight wolves off as a baby.
That's all I have to say about that fucking shit. What the fuck?
So it's just Goku. He's just taught by Goku. Apparently, with Chi-Chi dead.
Yes.
I wanted to shoot lightning. I wanted to shoot fucking key blast from my hands. My Harry's so badass. Shut the fuck up.
Panacea is now playing Redo of a Healer.
I'm sorry, Panacea is what?
Panacea is now playing Redo of a Healer.
I mean,
Oh, nice.
he's a terrible enough person.
She's been playing it the whole time, don't you know?
Yes, she was. Scion of Sorcery, Harry Potter and the Avengers? A Strange Things response. What if when Lily was pregnant with Harry, she knew he would be special? But then again, why wouldn't he? His father is the Sorcerer Supreme. Gray, overpowered, Sorcerer Supreme Harry Potter. There is a sequel posted.
Hey, you want to see Harry Potter Dumbledore fic?
No.
No. Can we take a moment to talk about the actual problems that would come from one, Doctor Strange having a child, and two, like just how badly sorcerer Harry Potter fucks with everything at Hogwarts.
Yeah.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
But of course, this author's too stupid to
You know,
do anything with
canon's
any of
gonna
that.
happen exactly as it did. Don't worry about it. Weeping Angel. The
That's
fiasco at the Department of Mysteries sent Harry into the 19th century. Stuck in a farce of a home, who can he truly rely on? And should he trust Albus Dumbledore? Harry swore he was going to go back to 1996, but the butt sex was too good.
Yes, the are you paying attention
So-
test.
I see.
can't
So he
believe-
was too distracted by the clap of those cheeks.
Albus Dumbledore's ball fondling spell was too powerful for him to pass up on.
Guys, I can't believe Harry NTR Dumbledore. I mean, Grindelwald.
Bruh.
That face
The
when
real,
you...
bro, it all makes sense. The real reason Grindelwald went ballistic. Man came home and found someone else getting the ball fondling.
Yeah,
spell.
yeah, but
Oh,
but you see,
Claire.
while true, Atin, he is German, so he's into that.
Harry Draco.
I'm gonna actually. I don't want a source. I was about to say I'm gonna need a source, but I don't actually
really
want that
me
source.
to give you a
No!
source about
No!
German cock and ball torture?
Please.
As I was saying it, I was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
He
Yeah,
asked for
don't
it,
worry.
Sneaky.
Yeah, he asked for a
No.
source. Okay, so
No, I am officially unrequesting it.
So Nose, if you could do me a solid and go get your cock and ball torture folder and just send it.
First of all, I don't have a folder for that. Fuck you.
Oh, my bad. It's a hard drive.
He has a hard drive for it.
Woo!
It's just laying around.
I love
I'm
this.
sorry,
Yeah,
Nose, you set me up for that.
Yeah, you kind of.
And you like, can you not swing at the fucking ball for once in your fucking life? You Jersey piece of shit. How about that? Fuck you.
Nose, if someone does me the honor of teeing me up,
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
gonna swing.
you can't just stick your balls out like that and not expect us to take a swap at them.
I mean, yeah,
Da-
you do. Fucking-
Sneaky does not represent me.
I know he doesn't. I'm calling him a piece of shit. You're fine.
The Vine Brew makes everything better.
Indeed.
It really does. Of course, when everyone else uses it, they're fine. But the second I use it, I get muted.
Yeah, because you spam it.
Fuck you.
When daylight dies, what if Harry Potter had a secret boy who lived twin, and Dark Lord was not as insane as it appeared? But follow along here. What if the Dark Lord trained Harry Potter to be his butt buddy?
Wrong to be Draco.
I mean, yes, in that case, the wrong boy did live.
Yeah.
Yeah. Secret of the sexy jutsu, because apparently Naruto was female all along, but has a harem of both genders.
Yep.
What?
Game of
Yep.
Thrones, Naruto, Harry Potter. Harry sent to Game of Thrones so he can entertain death. I don't think I've read this one.
I don't think I've read that one, but it looks like garbage. As Guardian Prince, bisexual Harry with massive harem.
And an OC.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Difference one can make.
I
After the
know this
Battle of
one. I know
Hogwarts,
this
12
one.
years later, new threat, and he returns home to fight the new threat, and now he's in the world of Ice and Fire.
And he's a huge, good blacksmith dude who gets all the wildlings to call him king of the Beyond the Wall. He gives them all metal plate and basically turns them into a fighting force army and changes everything about
Oh
them.
yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was pretty garbage.
it is.
That's pretty stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, like, nothing changes because he spent
Yeah,
so much
no.
time beyond the wall. Literally, all of canon happens anyway.
Yes, by the time that they get any sort of canon interaction, it is the canon Jon Snow joining up with Tormund or whatever.
Yeah. Knights, Magic, and Dovahkians. In Westeros, Jon Snow is bastard and shamed to Ned Stark. In Skyrim, he is warrior, hero, and dragonborn. When word of trouble in Westeros reaches him, Jon will have no choice to return as the Dovahkiin.
That really fucks up Westeros that the Skyrim gods.
Jon Snow has sex with Serana.
As he does.
Why?
Because Serana's, like, apparently the only acceptable waifu according to the community.
No.
First sequel to the Han.
No.
What? What?
Yeah.
Is this person using a selfie as their fucking profile picture?
Yep.
Oh god, no.
Closing walls and ticking clocks. Master of Death is more than a title, but not in the way you think. This is a time travel story, but not in the way you think. We're not in Hogwarts anymore, but not in the way you think. Off to the war, but somehow before the war, but not in the way you think. And now Harry Potter must make his own fate, not in the way you think. Adopted and rewritten. V2.
But not in the way
Not
you
the way
think.
you think.
Not
And
the
it's
way
Harry
you
Bellatrix.
think.
And Harry Bellatrix with Voldemort and Albus watching on as they do it.
But not in the way you think.
Harry Potter,
Thank you so much.
Dark Evil Trio, Harry, Ron, Hermione fucking pairing apparently, Slash or something.
Of lies and hidden personas, not a Persona crossover. Everything changes on Summer 5th, where a letter causes Harry's magic to react wildly, and that makes him break free of all of the potions and spells that Dumbledore placed on him to control him. And he finds out his friends are also evil that Dumbledore brainwashed into being good guys. With the truth revealed to him, Harry shows everyone he isn't the golden boy, and he isn't the only one without masks. Dark Evil Trio, Hermione has sex with Voldemort, and Ron and Harry Potter have sex as well.
Probably Dark Dragon, that's a name I haven't heard for a few years.
You're gonna fucking lose.
If I remember correctly, he had a lot of bestiality.
Yeah, not surprised. Stuff kind of goes hand in hand. Let's see here.
Harry Avengers, Harry Potter with Susan Bones,
Blue Legacy,
military.
blah blah, Prince Heraldier, cringe. Keeping your enemies closer. It's Harry's 6th year when Voldemort conquers Britain and discovers the human Horcrux. Harry attends a darker version of Hogwarts where he has to deal with Tom Riddle inside his head, Snape being evil, and his power over the dark marks. AU dystopia, general drama angst story, my attempts at creating a platonic relationship between Harry Potter and Voldemort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Harry Potter Twilight with Harry Fawkes as the characters.
Harry Fawkes, eh?
Harry is
and
indeed gonna be fucking
No, the Phoenix.
favored
Harry,
by
you're a
Master of
fucking
Death.
wizard.
L is simple human who catches the eye
you're
of
a
Master
fucking
of
wizard.
Death, and they have sex. L
Exactly, you're a
times
fucking
Harry
wizard.
Potter.
How long has it been since I've heard Treban 16 as a name?
Horizon Zero Dawn, Magic of the Outcast. When high matriarchs hear baby crying, they find 2 babies in front of All Mother. Were they gift from goddess or a curse placed by the metal devils? Both were made outcasts and entrusted into the hands of Rost to raise them. That's right, Harry Potter and Aloy are brother and sister, and Harry is magical. But Aloy is still better than him in every single way.
Mm-hmm. You know what? I'll give something. I don't see any of the regulars on this fucking favorite list. There's...
Well, that's because this is being updated by most recent. I'm sure if we sorted by, like, most favorited, we would see Fate's Gamble,
Itachi's that a baby's on here.
Yeah, well, that's not surprising. Honestly, it's kind of disappointing the story died, but it's to be expected.
To be fair, it got what, 90 chapters though, so good on them.
Yeah, it got decently far. Whatever happened to them, by the way?
I don't know, and I don't think they have updated since that last chapter of that.
They haven't.
Spoon and John. Oh, 102 chapters.
Wait, do they say anything about why it's taking so long?
2020.
2020. Shit, it's really been 3 years?
Yep.
Fuck
and there's
me.
been no word at all. No word at all or anything. Could be dead from COVID.
Fuck me.
They could be dead.
Yeah.
Possible.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, here's the classic. Royal Ward. This one's actually good.
Royal War?
Yeah, by Cat Staff. It's okay, so it's called Hadel. It's based on the story Hadel Fart Attack. You know.
What?
Yeah.
A what?
Hadel Fart Attack. Instead of fatal.
Did you say literally something fucking else?
No, it's called Hadel Fart Attack because Vernon gets a heart attack. You know, fatal heart attack.
Brother, that still sounds haram.
And so because Vernon dies, Harry Potter ends up a ward of the Queen. So he wrote a sequel to that story, which was a one-shot. And this is a 67 chapter, 312 word completed story in which the power Voldemort knows not is the British Special Forces.
Royal blood.
and then F-15 delivering a bomb straight to his doorstep.
Wait, I didn't realize that. Wait. The British Special Forces are Irish?
Yeah.
There's Quarterass. With an Harry Potter.
But yeah, honestly, I do recommend Royal Ward. It's not anything amazing. I would give it maybe a 7.
Time waster, got it.
But it's completed, and it's decently written. You know.
I mean, hey, that's
second Quarterass fic, but still nothing else other than Quarterass. Third Quarterass fic.
A forgetful reincarnation, a Merlin story. No one cares. No one cares about Merlin. Only women care about Merlin.
The only time I care about Merlin is when it's Castor Artoria.
Indeed.
Cock wizard. Cock wizard.
Sexy succubus Merlin.
Oh, fair enough.
No.
That's a thing?
Oh yeah, that's canon.
She grooms
male.
She
Thing like 7 deadly sins or something like that.
No, it's literally canon in Fate.
Yeah, female Merlin from Fate Prototype who grooms Arthur and wants to bone him bad.
Yeah.
And then throws him out of Avalon, saying, "Go kill this beast of the end, and then you can fuck me."
Yep.
I mean,
she has only been released in arcade and as a summer servant with a swimsuit in FDO.
Oh my god, Max, we found it.
What did we find?
We found the holy grail of story titles. Crossing the Paths V2 edition.
Version 2.
That's a spicy one.
It's version 2 of version 2.
Oh,
that's a spicy meatball.
By the Emperor.
A Pokemon Legend of Zelda crossover.
In the name of the Emperor, you must perish.
Mewtwo can no longer stand living with humans, so he creates a dimensional portal and goes to a new place. What he stumbles into proves far more arduous.
Arduous.
No. That's the word.
Hang on. How have they spelled this?
ARDUOUS.
No, that's correct.
Really?
Sure.
Yeah.
No.
Arduous,
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
pretty sure that's correct.
No
I'm pretty
way.
sure it
That
is
is
as well.
correct. There's no I?
No. Why
Oh.
would there be an I?
Because there's a Jew.
Arduous. Maybe it's Arduous, but yeah. But
I'll
it's
be honest, I
pronounced
thought
arduous.
Sneaky was saying something else.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say, excuse me.
Wow, guys, I can't believe I'm with a bunch of fucking
You can't believe that we
anti-Semites.
assumed
No,
you were
I
racist?
can't believe I'm with a bunch of
Sneaky, shut the
anti-Semites.
fuck up. You don't get to say shit with
Let-
the shit
let
you
me-
said to me.
let me
Okay, literally
translate.
any other shit you said. Shut the
Nose.
fuck up.
No,
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 no, he's not getting his
no.
way out of that one.
no, you can calm down. I'll translate for him. I can't believe people are calling me out for my consistently bad behavior.
I can't believe
Yeah.
I'm with a bunch of anti-Semites.
Alright, that's enough.
And faithful than he ever expected, rated M for violence and gore, part 1 of 3 of my crossover trilogy.
Whoa!
See, this is where Mewtwo made his first mistake. He didn't just start drinking and ignore everything.
Okay, wait, no, hear me out. It's Mewtwo goes dimensional traveling, but the first place he just ends up is a bar, and he discovers the joy of alcohol.
Harry Potter and the Four Swords Adventures.
Oh,
Fourth Swords Adventure
please,
was great.
no.
It
I
was
can't
something.
wait to see how they. I can't wait to see how they ruin this.
Yeah. Strange storms begin lashing at the castle, and a sickly mist bubbles up from the dungeons. I guess everyone in the dungeons is fucking dead.
Hey, Sneaky, look. The adventurers weren't
Wait.
about. The
When did-
adventurers weren't thinking, and they cast Cloud Kill and Permanence in the same room.
Indeed.
I can't believe
Oh,
Four Swords
no.
Adventure copyrighted the first 5 minutes of Tears of the Kingdom.
He ain't wrong.
Yeah. Something is afoot in Hogwarts Tower, and Harry Potter stumbles upon it as he always does. When he accidentally unleashes the Wind Mage Vadi from his prison, it's up to... God, that's right, that was the plot, wasn't it? Damn. It's up
Yeah.
to Harry, his friends, and his new air quotes brothers, the 4 Harry Pooters, to put Hogwarts right again. 81 chapters, 535,000 words.
Well, damn.
That's a lot of words.
Yeah.
Too bad I'm not reading.
Too bad I can't read.
If I could read, I'd probably be annoyed.
When Gearham and Wizzo go back to bring Demise to the present, Lana and Sia recruit a group of heroes to try and stop them. Will they succeed? Or will Remnant meet its demise?
Okay, this is stupid. You know what? This has prompted me to think of a much stupider, but possibly more entertaining crossover. Because they said Lana. Let's just replace Link with Archer. Lana!
Remember, you have to put your hand inside of that machine. Are we just done with phrasing?
Zelda!
Zelda!
Can it? I'm sorry, but you say replace it with Archer. I think Fate Archer, and my brain immediately goes to Ganondorf just prowling around the castle as fucking Calamity Ganon, and then just Calibog 2 maximum power, just fucking punching right through him.
I
Yep,
mean,
and hey, who needs Zelda when Archer can use light arrows himself?
I
Wait,
mean,
no, that's
listen,
like, I'm
that's
thinking when, like,
also
not Breath
funny.
Wild.
Here's the thing: when you said Fate Archer, my mind jumped to Angry Gilgamesh.
I mean, to
There
be
shall
fair,
be no king before me.
and then he hears the Triforce of Power was given to by the gods. It's like the gods want me to do something. Fuck that! I'm gonna go drink wine.
No, see, the best part about that is that he would have the prototype Triforces due to his Gates of Babylon.
True.
Yeah.
True.
I don't think that would work though. I think the Triforces just are.
No, he's got the prototype of Gungnir as well.
Yeah,
so
he's got the
does have
he's got the prototype
that-
of literally everything, Max.
except
Fine,
things
but
made.
a
except
prototype of a
things-
conceptual weapon doesn't make sense within the confines of Zelda.
He's got those.
That
In
actually
Fate it
doesn't make
does.
sense.
But he's
but in
got those
Fate it
too.
does.
Yeah.
In Fate, yeah, he does. But the thing is, for some reason, it's weird that the only thing that he can't copy is Fae created works, which is just to show how special Excalibur is.
No, the Hylians are the Hylian goddesses are Fae.
That's true. Yeah. Okay. That's
So
fair,
then
yeah.
he wouldn't have. Yeah, but to be fair, in Fate, that is literally only thing just to show how special Excalibur is, because he doesn't have it.
I think the thing is that he has a prototype of everything on Earth, but anything the Fae create isn't on Earth.
Yeah, so the Hylian goddesses are well, I mean, even by that logic, Hyrule ain't Earth, motherfucker.
To be fair,
No,
well, he
it's
wouldn't have
not, but he was able to get fucking F-15s and shit.
The thing is,
But
while
that
he
is
wouldn't
Earth.
have the while he wouldn't have the prototype of the Triforce, I could see him have the prototype of the Master Sword.
Also, come on, are you telling me that all caps lock Emiya picking up the Master Sword and using it because it's he's low on mana or some shit, and it's it's right there, and he's like, fuck it, I'll just grab it, whatever. Everyone's just wait, how? Excuse?
Oh no, he would grab it, start dying, and just pull and start dying, and then be like, Avalon can heal this.
Well, no, isn't the whole why does it try and kill you?
It's essentially a test. It's essentially only the worthy may hold me.
Right. But that's the thing, though, is with the whole thing with Emiya, isn't he basically can you just speak to the Sword Soul?
No, he can see that's Fanon. He can see their experience, how they were made, everyone that wielded it, and how they fought.
Right, and then mimic that shit.
Yes. The thing is, because he is a sword, I believe people took that fucking crazy. It just means he can only use sword-based magic and supernatural things, which might actually let the Master Sword wield him. But it's funny when you think about it, that test for the Master Sword, it basically just shows that everyone else in the world of Hyrule just has low HP because the goddess the goddess's blessing is just a HP.
Well, they have
boost.
low HP because they don't get.
Well, no. The
guy's
goddess blessing isn't even fucking HP because he had to go to a goddamn bunch of random ass monks sitting in an old ass temple to get an HP boost.
Yeah, the test is your vitality, so I think Emiya would probably be fine as a servant.
Not only as a servant, but as a counter guardian.
It's
As a human,
oh
the
wow,
thing
that's
is-
a third of my health. That's a third of my life force gone. That felt weird.
Next
He'd
thing
be
you
like,
know,
"What is this?" He would probably pick it up and be like, "What is this cursed ass shit? Sword of Evil's Bane."
Why is this cursed?
He starts frantically going through the memories. He starts
takes
going
out the fucking dagger, stabs the sword, breaks the curse on the sword.
Would
Demise's soul just.
Rule Breaker cancel out darkness?
No,
Seals?
that's Fanon.
Demise is just why do I hear boss music
No.
constantly?
Rule Breaker canceling out magic is canon. It canceling out literally everything else is fanon. But
I thought it was only magical contracts. That's why I thought it was only contracts.
no,
it's supposed to be anything in magical.
That's
yeah.
why I could. That's why I could steal command seals because it's technically a contract between. Master and servant.
it can break anything
God, having
magical,
a
like
shitty
shield.
stamina bar is
contracts.
so awful.
Yeah, it's a contract by magic, so
Yeah.
that's why it can do that. Honestly, Rule Breaker is a problem because it's if she gets a lucky stab, say, on a servant, and she happens to get near the core, she could just undo that because it's magical in nature, I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think magic resistance gives the resistance to, as it says, gives the resistance. So even if she did that, she can't do that to a saber servant. I think, except for maybe.
She'd have to get close enough to stab. She has to have the strength to stab through their armor.
Also,
and their
well, not only that, it's the other thing is Rule Breaker is that it's not a good dagger.
It's fragile.
It's a very fragile sacrificial dagger. So that you'd have to assume that could even break their skin in the first place because they are servants now, not just people.
and it's only C rank, so it probably couldn't touch Heracles, probably even outside of God Force.
Oh yeah, no,
God Hand,
absolutely
because
not.
he's got
Yeah.
I
God Hand
think the
because
only
he's
thing
got A.
I think the best it could do against Heracles is maybe give him a scratch where others can't.
Look,
Imagine it.
To be
Imagine
fair
it,
though,
no, no,
to be fair
imagine-
though, a scratch is all you need for a lot of shit.
Imagine if she used that on Heracles. It didn't do anything except get rid of his madness. He remembers the time on the ship on the Argo, and he just hugs her and then carries her under one arm to the nearest pub.
No, alternately, he remembers her and immediately regains his madness.
So anyway, all I'm saying is Fee times Emiya.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sir, your
Yes.
mana is low. You need to recharge it. Sir, your mana
You
is
need
low.
more pylons. Build additional
construct-
pylons.
You must construct. You must construct. You must construct.
Sir, your
please,
mana is low.
Sir, please stop spamming the build icon.
Sneaky.
Yeah.
Sir, please stop
The
using
hero of
things other
Hyrule
than the
replaced
Master
with
Sword. I am getting
Zeratul.
jealous.
Best timeline.
Fucking Zeratul.
And Taro Tassadar. Ganondorf dies.
Who needs the Sword of Evil's Bane when you have these? Man, the fucking Dark Templar Psyblades
Just
were some
please.
fucked up
Sir,
shit
your
in
mana
lore.
is getting low. Please let us transfer. What?
Do you
I
have
don't
any
need to,
potions
please?
or food?
Yeah, Emiya,
fuck
you
that
have
Guild
to
Master,
restore
fuck
me. Yeah, I need to be
Do
at
you have
full
any potions
strength.
or food? Do you have any
I love-
potions
I
or
love-
food?
I love Fable 2 canon loading screens because it says that the hero snapped and carved those words into the fucking Guildmaster's face after killing him.
10 out of 10.
Did they actually?
Yeah, in the
Beautiful.
Fable 2 loading screens. The original hero apparently snapped from that and carved into the Guildmaster's face. Sir, your health is getting low. Do you have any potions? It was just carved
Well,
into his
given
skull.
how most people acted in Fable, I'm not surprised the main hero kind of snapped.
Oh no, only against the Guildmaster apparently, because even after he saved the world, the Guildmaster was still talking in his head.
Oh,
What is
Yeah.
this
Isn't
fucking...
like half of the decisions in the DLC like, oh, you should take the hero's souls and use them for something.
What is this
But you can
horseshit?
use separate ones. You don't need to use the Guildmaster. You can use other ones. You don't need to use the chick there. You can use your mother's.
I mean,
Yeah,
I thought
after she's
everyone just
dead.
used Rose because Rose is a piece of shit.
Well, yeah. But yeah, so you can use others, so you don't have to actually kill the Guildmaster. So this is kind of implying that he didn't, and then killed the Guildmaster anyway because of how fucking annoying he was.
Ah, I see.
Hey, assholes, listen to this one.
Very based.
Blessed Curse. Link.
I hate the Guildmaster.
We don't know the half of what you can do or why you can do it. Normally, we here at S.H.I.E.L.D. don't like that. But what intelligence we do have on you suggests
Here's
you
a question.
care about
Did you
people.
guys kill Whisper?
Yes.
It's been forever.
Chick in
dude.
the arena who helps you. The chick you grew up with, apparently, and then in the arena
Oh.
you fight one-on-one.
I mean,
Absolutely.
why wouldn't
her.
you?
Racist. She's black.
Yes.
No, she's a piece of shit.
Yeah, she is. And then you
Anyway.
get Thunder mad at you, and that's pretty cool.
Closed circuit.
You know, maybe
Oh no, Thunder's mad at me. Fuck him too.
Just mute everyone.
I always use his soul. Sometimes I let Whisper live, and then I specifically use his soul just.
Man, that's like when
Scars and stars.
Ciarn,
Samus's
whatever,
journey to find a
asks you for
safe
Artoria's
haven.
soul, and you say,
Leads her to Link's world after the events of Fusion. The conflict makes Midna return from Twilight. Ganondorf also shows up because his PP gets too hard for Zelda. They must all work together to defeat old and new enemies that aim to use the Triforce to conquer the whole universe. Love is found and drama ensues, and Link needs to be a hero once again. Not Safe for Work, featuring Link, Samus,
why did everyone get
and
served?
Zelda. Because you guys
Because
want to shut the
she-
fuck up.
Well, found it funny, probably.
Yeah.
"Who's at my fucking door?"
Could you guys
Hello?
not hear me the whole time?
No, we
No,
didn't
we
hear
can't
you.
hear
Oh, because
Not at
That's
all.
why I was like, why did he mute us? The fuck?
okay,
Yeah.
no,
He
the
doesn't say anything.
stream could hear
Yeah,
me.
no one could. No.
No, the stream could hear me. I've been looking at the stream the whole time, and my audio bar has been popping.
Well, then Discord fucked up.
For us, it hasn't been. Yeah, Discord hasn't been. Wasn't.
Oh well,
That's why we kept talking.
Scars and stars. Samus's journey to. Oh, see, I was just assuming Nosehair was being a cunt.
Nah.
Samus's
Well,
journey
unlike
to
you, I'm
find a
not,
safe
you know-
haven. Yeah.
I'm not predisposed towards it.
To find a safe haven leads her to Link's world after the events of Fusion. The
I feel like
conflict.
my house just got scroped for a robbery by orphans.
What?
Because, like, two small
What?
children have, like, a half-empty box of candy. They claim they go to a school that does not exist around here. And they're like, we're trying to raise money for a flag football team. Like,
You know, you
What?
should,
Yeah,
I
bullshit.
think their parents are teaching them how to scam people.
Yeah.
and like, here's the thing: they're going door to door at like 7 at night.
Yeah.
Oh, hell no.
Actually, it's almost 8 for
Mm.
you.
Yeah, good point. It's actually closer to 8. There's a light drizzle out, and like they have like it's not even like boxes of candy, but right, like they've got a box with some Reese's bars and some shit. No, it looks like it's like a free for all of Halloween candy handouts. Like,
Yeah, it's a fucking scam.
Mm.
That's interesting. So anyway, the conflict makes Midna return for no apparent reason, and Gandalf gets his pee-pee so hard that he also goes after Zelda and rapes her. And Link must
The
now
fuck you
work together with Samus to defeat enemies old and new because they want to use the Triforce to conquer the universe.
I mean, doing that just to spite Samus is definitely in Ridley's playbook.
No,
I
no,
mean,
Samus and Midna,
yes.
Oh, are you guys ready for the bestest story ever?
No.
My Hero
Hero Legend Zelda.
Hyrule. During Class 1A's mission to rescue Bakugo, something went wrong. The next thing Izuku knew, he was in a weird blue chamber and a blonde guy was in a tub. Where are all his friends? Where is All Might? Did League of Villains have them, or had something else happened? Updated monthly.
ooh, a monthly update schedule. Oh boy.
Yeah, this story has been updated. Are you ready for it? For the past 4 years. 32 chapters, so about 8 chapters a year. 180k words.
Monthly, bi-monthly, because that doesn't.
Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, a Sonic crossover. Sonic the Hedgehog is the hero of Hyrule, summoned by the Great Deku Tree.
Fuck right off.
Boy, the Great Deku Tree got fucking ripped off.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, what is catching Sonic in Hyrule?
Painting Ganon.
Yeah.
Painting
Excellent.
Ganon was actually an interesting boss fight, and I'm sad that we didn't get anything better than it.
The Ghost of the Forest returns when Rainbow Dash hears about the ghost prank Wally pulled. She wants to try it too, but she's not sure how other people will react. A Legends of Zelda Wally crossover.
With My Little Pony.
Rainbow Dash.
Yes.
My Little Pony.
Yep.
Fuck you.
Fairy Tale Rise of the Hylian Warriors. Natsu, Gray, Erza, Lucy, Happy, Juvia all end up in Hyrule when Mavis enacts Fairy Sphere. Now stuck in an unknown land, Fairy Tale's Fire Dragon Slayer and Ice Make Mage must find and rescue their friends while helping the heroine of time to liberate the lands from the evil Ganondorf. The full summaries inside.
Remember,
fair
in the
about-
words of the great board,
Female Link
better
times Gray
No.
and Natsu.
No, so that's Hylian Warriors. So this is probably canon Linkle, which is a female Link. That is canon in the Dynasty Warriors like game.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think she's a female Link. I think her grandma lied to her entire
Yes,
life.
that is
So it's
canon.
probably yeah.
Yes,
She's a female
but
Link.
But this is probably what this author probably doesn't realize that and thinks it's female Link, and that's why he's named it as Link
Yes.
rather than
A
Link.
really quick wiki search would have fixed this issue.
Oh,
right?
Max, that's assuming that fanfiction authors can read, which they obviously
You know what?
can't.
You know what? Let's
they
give cheers
clearly
to
don't
the
follow
author.
the
They
first rule of
discontinued it.
writing, which is to masturbate first, and then you write.
Let's give a cheers to
That's
the
not
author because they
order.
discontinued it.
Yeah.
It's to prevent you from being horny.
Fire
Elder
Emblem Legend of
Legends!
Zelda.
Time Dragons!
Wait. Well, no. Let's go back up there because Atin's here. Let's go to that Fire Emblem one.
Oh, yeah, I guess, yeah, maybe. Worlds collide. Hero of alternate timeline, a young man who become king of nation. Both have been thrown into each other's homeland and away from everything and everyone they knew. What forces behind starting turn of events and how will they return home? Link times Zelda, Alm times Celia.
Okay. I respect them if for no other reason than you're bringing out my boy Alm.
Yeah, I respect them for using echoes and not like Fate's Awakening or Three Houses. Like, I respect that much.
I'm in Bolivia, says the author. Okay, have fun with that, author.
Unfortunate for you.
Wait, Bolivia exists? That's not just a meme. That's an actual place.
What do you mean Bolivia exists, you fucking idiot?
Much like New Hampshire, Bolivia exists.
This is most unfortunate.
I haven't seen it, so I can't believe it exists.
Exactly, that's why New Hampshire doesn't exist. New Hampshire is a government psyop to make you pay more taxes.
Don't they pay the least amount of taxes?
Exactly.
New Hampshire pays the least amount of taxes to make shit so that everyone else pays more.
The Strawberry, the Hero, and the Girl. After the fall of the kingdom, Ichigo, a former member of the Shinigami clan, an unseen group under the kingdom's control, he is forced to leave and never return, missing his Zanpakuto and hunted down by his fellow Shinigami clan member, Gin. He searches for it a long way. He meet girl named Rukia, who join him on his quest to fix his mistake and perhaps defeat Hero Ganon.
Not Rukia, Ruruka, one of the Fullbringer girls.
Could care even
Who
less
fought-
now.
Who actually fought Rukia in canon and lost?
How the
Yes.
fuck you lose to
That's
Rukia?
hilarious.
Basically her power is anything she finds cute, she can shrink them down and just trap them in a dollhouse. And then she turns them back to big size by sneezing on them.
Rukia.
Ruruka.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Rukia has ice powers, which is 100% better than that sort of shit. So yeah, she's probably gonna win.
Elder Legends Time Dragon. After events of Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, Link is faced with a new adventure in Skyrim where he finds out he is the Dragonborn. He must now save Skyrim from its doom, find out new crossover between two epic game series.
Isn't Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask different timelines in Legend of Zelda canon?
Yes.
No,
Yeah?
no.
Or is it-
Ocarina of Time has a couple branches, one of which includes
Right.
Majora's
I
Mask.
was thinking. Sorry, I was probably thinking like Skyward Sword and Majora's Mask are the two.
No,
offshoots.
Skyward Sword's the oldest one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn it.
Skyward Sword is where the Master Sword gets introduced as Fee.
Oh, and then it goes to Ocarina of Time or something like that, and then it branches off. I'm guessing.
No, I believe Minish Cap is next, and then it branches off.
Oh,
Oh god, Minish Cap exists.
yes, it does.
Unfortunately.
The only reason I know it exists is because of watching a Linkus.
Whoa, hold the fuck up. Minish Cap was good.
No,
it is,
what I
but-
meant is I forgot that it existed.
It is good, but you
Fair.
don't hear anything fucking about it. That's the thing.
Because it was just good.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm gonna be the first in line to say it was only good. You know, it wasn't amazing. It wasn't part of your childhood like Wind Waker or Link of the Past or Ocarina of Time might have been. You know, it was just
Or Link's Awakening.
good.
Mm.
Well, hold up. Link's Awakening, there's only one person here that was here for Link's Awakening. And that's this old fucker over here.
Wait, I'm talking about the Game Boy version.
I played Link's Awakening.
No, people played Link's Awakening, they just didn't play it on the original system.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
No, I'm talking about the
Yes.
Game Boy version. Yeah.
Yeah, I had it on the Game Boy Color when that was a thing.
Yeah. So Skyward Sword, Minish Cap, then Four Swords, then Ocarina of Time. Okay.
Yeah, and then once it hits Ocarina, that's where like the main the Ocarina of Time is like the branch point, because from Ocarina you get the Majora's Mask timeline, and
Which
then
has
there's
Twilight Princess, and then you have the
yeah, and the reason Twilight Princess happens is because the hero just disappears.
Yeah, it wasn't there theorized there was supposed to be a game in between Majora's Mask and Twilight Princess that was supposed to explain some shit like that.
Well, as
They
it
never
turns
got them
out,
made.
game design is hard.
Yeah.
Mm.
And then Wind
but
Waker
anyway, so-
was the other one.
Wind Waker is
Wind
the one
Waker.
where Link loses.
Yeah.
No, Wind Waker is the one where
No.
Link just...
The Wind Waker, Wind Waker is the one where Hero is triumphant, but it's the adult timeline.
That's right.
Yeah. While Majora's Mask is the kid timeline, right?
Yes.
Yep. Majora's Mask immediately follows Ocarina of Time along the kid timeline after Link comes back, or whether is sent back.
Yeah.
Like Zelda
If he
sends him
isn't-
back after he beats it, and then
Yeah.
it goes to Majora's Mask.
And if he's not sent back, then it goes into Wind Waker, right?
Yeah.
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 And then
But I remember-
then
I
the
actually
hero
kinda-
is defeated is the one where we have Link to Past, Link's Awakening, Oracle Seasons, Link
Yeah.
Between Worlds,
Yeah.
Triforce, Legend of Zelda,
Yeah.
Adventure of Link.
Yeah. Oh God, I remember finding literally there was a book in my school library of showing off all the fucking Legend of Zelda timelines.
Okay, your
Yeah.
school was cool as shit if it had a copy of the Hyrule Historia.
Yeah, I don't know
Mine-
how it had it, but it
mine
did.
did
It was
too.
only one copy. Only one copy. But it had it.
That's just not fucking fair.
And it also had every year of Guinness Book of World Records. Yeah, but this was primary school only.
Yeah,
It wasn't
I
anything
remember
later.
spending many a day in the library reading the Guinness Books of World Records.
But it
I
was only
mean, look,
primary
I
school.
went to
As soon as you got-
I went to hyper conservative Christian land, so like I was lucky that we had shit like the Three Musketeers and Aragon.
Now, I will say,
Yeah.
what I was surprised by my school having, my rural, redneck, inbred, trailer park having school, Wizards at War.
What? Really?
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, really?
I found Wizards at War one day, the first book, in that library.
Wow.
Not a single
Damn.
person had ever checked it out.
Yeah, that tracks.
It does track, yeah.
Like
Wizards
I
of
remember
War was
there
good,
was
though.
some. I remember there was some. There's some like fantasy series that I only ever saw it in my school's library, and I've tried again and again to find it. Like
What was it about?
that's the thing. Like it was like the most generic ass fantasy, but like I remember it
You
had
realize
some
how little that narrows
elves.
it down.
I know. That's what I'm saying. The problem is it was so generic. Like
Dragonlance?
no, it was not Dragonlance because that's D&D and that's satanic, buddy.
Was it Girl with the Dragon Tamer?
Nope. It was Like they were thick, hefty books. I'm trying to remember more about it.
Yeah, there's like a lot of those like generic fantasy books that were like around. In a
Was
lot
it
of
modern or
places.
fantasy? Modern or medieval?
No, definitely medieval. I remember one of the book covers had like an elf in like a super like neon green tunic
Oh,
talking
dude,
to a guy.
are you
Wait.
fucking talking about the Forgotten Realms series?
No, it
Yeah.
was not. No, it wasn't D&D. That's what I'm telling you. It wasn't D&D because D&D was satanic.
Right, yeah. I can't. Yeah, I'm drawing up
I know.
blanks.
That's what I'm saying. Like the problem was I remember reading it as a kid and liking it, but it was just so goddamn generic.
Because like the only thing that comes to mind for that is literally like the Icewind Dale and Drizzt Do'Urden trilogy.
It might be some like Christian fantasy novel, like
Elf Tangent, no.
Anyway,
I'll figure it out eventually.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. The only school that had the Hyrule Historia was my primary school. My middle or high school, because that's together, ended up with Michael Grant books like Hunger and all that.
Nice. But you know, it's like
Seriously, reading about a guy fucking destroying a baby with laser hands was pretty cool.
what's I saying? Yeah. So basically, right, like Wizards at War was kind of cool. Have you guys ever read that series?
I think I started it, but I wasn't able to actually check it out because I already had like 2 or 3 books checked out, and then I forgot about it.
It's 100% a book that has to be read as a teenager. It's not a book you can read as an adult.
No.
Because literally, and this was reinforced multiple times throughout the story, the plot only made sense if you didn't think about it.
Yeah. Good thing I'm Australian and I'm good at not thinking.
And yeah, and that was quite literally that was literally how magic worked in Wizards at War, where the reason why adults lost their magic.
Holy shit!
What happened?
What?
I just went looking for Christian fantasy books. So first of
my
all,
God.
I want to be clear. I was remembering it wrong. It was a guy in a green tunic. It was an old guy, old wizard-looking motherfucker in the green tunic, and the elf was wearing the white tunic.
Okay.
But apparently it's called Beyond the Summerland. This is like The Binding of the Blade is an original fantasy series based in part on the prophecies from the Book of Isaiah.
Fascinating.
The adventure begins for a band of young, I don't know what this is here, eager to serve and rule the 4 regions of the world of some made-up place. Hang on a minute. This is just, wow. God damn. Yep, I remember all of these titles. God. I don't think I'll read any of these, but listen, I just answered a lifelong question, boys.
All right, well, good for you. All right, so Wizards at War had a very interesting magic system where children had the most magic, and over time, children...
Oh yeah, and the older you got, the shittier your magic was, until you eventually lost
because you started thinking about it and trying to be scientific and realize about it.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Which also means that only the most retarded who just don't think about it was probably really strong.
No, it's actually sort of the opposite though. The most powerful magic caster was this child who was also extremely smart, but because they were a child, they were very creative with their magic, and they thought like a child. Like, okay, let's be clear here.
Are you telling me that Prisma Ilia's magic system with the Kaleidos sticks ripped off Wizards of War?
Shut up.
Stop talking immediately. You have lost talking privileges.
But anyway, as I was saying, so basically the smartest child, not the smartest child in the world, obviously, but this one of the smartest children who realized magic was a thing and therefore could cast magic, didn't try and do anything science with it because magic was just cool if you didn't look into it, because that's like gross older person stuff. So they were very intelligent, but they were also very creative because they were a kid. So they were extreme, and they were also very young, so they're extremely powerful. And they accidentally an entire species.
You what, mate?
Yeah,
As you do, yes.
it was
Yes,
a plot
as you do.
point at one point. It was great. I loved it. It was the Geth. They accidentally the Geth.
Nice.
How?
Because they forgot their computer on a planet made out of silica, because they were like running from bad guys or something, and they were trying to like program the computer to be a companion or some shit from my vague recollections. And then because magic evolution happened and the silica planet started building robot people, and there was the evil, capitalized the evil, and it was a very Christian story, I'm gonna be honest, because basically what it was is every single time a species is created, the devil waits for them to mature as a species until they're fully intellectually and culturally mature, and then the devil will approach their species and ask them if they wish for power and blah blah blah, and all they have to do,
being the tempter.
yeah, and all they have to do is they have to give up their freedom.
And so, just to be clear, is this like he takes like the race-wide consensus, or does it only take one dumbass to ruin it for
It depends. So this was actually a plot point. So there was a new species that had recently reached civilization stage, and everyone in the galaxy was worried that about this species, because this was one of the first species that were hive-minded, that had reached civilization stage. Because they weren't completely hive-minded, they had a council of queens, effectively. The heroes had to protect the next overqueen from temptation and like teach her morals and stuff, because for their species to fall, only the overqueen had to agree to the devil's deal to become a slave to the evil. Because it's a hive mind, so her agreement is everyone's agreement. But everyone else, once their species reached civilization stage, the devil would tempt all of them individually.
Sounds like humanity got a raw fucking deal.
Humanity is actually one of the most magical species in the galaxy in this story.
Well, that also sounds like something that happens often.
Oh, but they're also not on the galactic stage, because we're still using like 1980s era tech in this story, and no one's made it really off of the planet besides magic casters.
Listen, until your fucking wizards until more people than your goddamn wizards can make it off the planet, you're not on the council, kids.
That was literally actually a plot point.
Fair enough.
But yeah, no. So like I said, it was a very Christian story. But it was a very interesting story, basically about the imagination of children and the adventures they can go on with it. I thought it was cool. It was just cool. Let's see, is there anything else lined up for us tonight? What could possibly go wrong by going into the Ruby section?
Not much, honestly.
Why are we always going to the Ruby section? Why are we always returning here?
Because the Ruby section is an endless manufactorum of cringe.
Yeah.
Ruby,
Well, what is...
the one with 9 tails, a boy, born as the last of his Fanuas race type.
How much you want to bet this was originally a Naruto cross when they decided, I don't want Naruto in the story?
Possibly.
No, but
Will he find way in this harsh world? Will he rise above all odd and stand with his head held high? Who knows? Rating may change depending on what happens. It has taken him 8 years to get this far. You know how far he's gotten?
Isn't there only 37k words?
37k words. It has taken him
Close to
8
38.
years.
Wait, 8 years for about 38. How much is that for a year?
That's like a little bit above 4,000 words a year. I'm sure this story is going places.
Yes.
I'm sure that story is going places.
That is fucking pathetic.
Fangs of Exiles. Life is not about what happens to you, but what you make of it. At least that's what everyone says. To Fanuus will answer those who way is right, carrying the will of tragic titan of Titanic Kingdom, while other the spirit of one who shouldn't exist. Forgotten their paths will cross for better or worse. What?
I wouldn't think too hard about it.
Nameless cat. The path is lonely without a companion. OC gamer. Okay.
Of course the OC gamer wants a fucking cat.
Obsessive collector. John makes a deal with superior being to collect objects to satiate his obsession. Only they didn't tell him that if he didn't collect anything in 1 month, he would die. Now he
Thank God, John's dead.
Now he must escape from his home and begin the era of collecting. John collects items from other fandoms. 14-year-old John. I am learning to write. Interesting. Learning to write. I wrote this story in 4 hours. I made this fic to write about random ideas.
I would request that you not, author.
When someone's talking, I will add brackets around their words. I had something more aesthetically pleasing, but fanfiction doesn't allow me to use those symbols. If you want to read what the story really should be like, go on Watt.
No.
Comma.
fuck off.
Pad. Comma. With same series name, I have same user. We're gonna get the AI in on this. Text
Why?
to voice.
I still get nightmares.
Let's go with Jane. Jane, you're great. Oh no. It's not letting me select the story? That's okay.
You can't highlight things in FFN, I think.
I will just go to the mobile version where I can.
It's their anti-copy paste thing, so you can't copy the text of someone's stuff without going into viewing the source.
The cursed mobile version.
Or the cursed mobile version, or if you have something that turns off the disable highlight / right click bullshit. There are Grease Monkey scripts for that.
All right, so you guys will have to listen to the stream for this one if you want to hear it. Because I'm not setting up my super complicated virtual box setup.
That's okay.
We are happy for this.
The
A family
council
of
is
heroes,
pleased with this.
and it is not only that, it is a blood that has
Very.
always been on top of everything, with each of its members always standing out in something, perhaps in medicine. Scientific discoveries, and even if it is one of its most recurring professions, the best hunters, always standing out naturally, and even though each one was different, something was clear. They all always had one or more traits that would make them seem like an anomaly among
That's
hunters.
one fucking sentence.
Let's take Hercules as an
Oh, it's
example.
still going.
One of the most important ancestors of this blood, one of the strongest huntsmen, no, even stronger beings that existed in Remnant, according to the records. Clearly, murderer of the Nemean lion, a lion-shaped grim
What?
that terrorized certain areas of Remnant for a long time, a lion that was thought to be indestructible.
What?
That there was nothing in this world that could kill him, but Hercules did it. He killed the Nemean lion, and he
I
did
don't
not
know,
with any
dude.
weapon. He did it with just his fists.
Yo, I
What?
think
Or
this is so
Hermes,
retarded the
another
AI can't
ancestor
fathom
known
it.
for his incredible speed, being able to outrun most beasts or grims in existence.
Are they really
was so fast
canonizing
you could
all
lose
of the
sight of
Greek
him with a
pantheon as
single blink.
hunters?
He moved so fast that it was even theorized that his
Yes.
appearance was teleportation. It was proven that this was not the case by the number of times he tripped and smashed his face on the floor. No
What the
one was ever
fuck?
quick enough to laugh before a kick flew into their privates, and he was also
What?
very loved in his
What?
community. After all, he was called protector of travelers. Since he always saved them when he was making deliveries of his courier, it will sound stupid, but in times like that and the speed of Hermes. It was a very lucrative service to offer to deliver packages
What?
and letters for all Remnant in record times and with the certainty that it would arrive. And one of the most important, Sun Tzu, one of the greatest strategists that existed in Remnant, even bringing out a book called The
Sorry,
Art
my
of War,
brother needs me to look after my
which is even used today in the
Your brother needs you to
Huntsman
what?
Academies.
look after my niece.
In addition to being one of the
What the
most
fuck?
influential
I
people
hope
in
they're
all
paying you.
Remnant at the time.
No, I live in the house.
What am
with
I
them.
going with this,
Oh,
you may
that's
ask,
paying you.
Tibbers? Maybe I just wanted to waste your time
Not
with
really. My
well-known
name's on the
stories.
mortgage.
What the
No,
fuck?
rub the history of my lineage in your face? No.
All right. See ya.
What is even
The true
happening
reason
right
is-
now?
All is a
Fucking I know.
lie.
Bye.
Well, not exactly. Let me explain. My
What?
name is John Ark, the youngest son of the last branch of the Ark family, and the youngest brother with 7 sisters.
Is he going for some
And
sort of
actually,
fucking
the Ark
Disney
lineage
opening?
is not what it seems. Narrative sigh. He says that while looking with a face that tries to
He is.
imitate seriousness,
He's
at a
really
stuffed
going for a
animal that is
Disney
on his
opening.
bed, strangely, the stuffed animal has a sad
Yes,
face, I think.
yes,
Wow.
I shall continue to spin the
I would
gotcha.
also feel sad for someone who has no friends.
I wouldn't waste
In reality, the Ark
parts on
family
it.
does have a certain
Each one
hereditary
only spits out
advantage,
specific
and it is
things.
our absurd amount
Yes,
of natural
I have
aura
many
that we
gliders now.
have,
This
which
is
without
good.
refining is
I have
already a
many
lot.
Fuck.
portable stoves.
But refining it with training can achieve incredible things, but it is not only that.
I'm just
The
going through
arcs,
the
we
fucking
are,
Sky Island
in a
right now.
simple
What
way
the
of saying
fuck?
it, absurdly obsessive with some things. Why, you ask yourself, Tibbers? Well, I have no idea.
When do I get the
It
funny
is something
fuse
that
power?
I could never
Who the
understand.
fuck is Tibbers?
And the fact that we have aura only makes things worse, since greater aura equals greater physical and mental
Are we still on stream?
characteristics.
Yes.
No,
And
we
that
are.
means that we can
He's
train
just
much more
playing.
than the average normal
He's having
person,
the AI
even some
commit
huntsmen.
Sudoku.
Remember Hercules? The guy was obsessed with strength.
Obviously.
The
God,
external record-
I can't do it. It fucking hurts.
What, to make the AI suffer?
No, to listen to this fucking story, it's awful. He turned the entire Greek pantheon into huntsmen, and they're all related to John Ark. And John Ark is narrating the entire thing to his, like, pet Grim Rabbit.
Well, that's fucking dumb.
That's extremely dumb. That also sounds like heresy.
Yeah, how many shrines are on this starter island?
I think 3. Oh, it's 4.
4.
4? Damn it, where are the other ones?
You only need.
Yeah, I've only
Sorry.
found 3 so far.
Listen. You get the first 3, you go to the Temple of Time. You get the reverse rune.
Alright, well, we're just gonna end it here, gentlemen. Indeed. There will always be more, and it'll always get worse, so...